What is up, boys and girls? We're bringing it back. The Optic Fancast coming at you live now. We're recording this on the 8th of August, 30th of
It's the
August.
30th
Wait,
of
what?
30th.
August.
8th of August.
30th of August. First, you gotta mess up. You gotta fall on your face to keep going. So, let's just get this out the way. You'll notice that we're at 3 people right now. We have 3 hosts on with us today. Your 2 normal hosts, of course, ShiftFPS coming at you live.
And
Wolf.
Wolf, whatever. I don't really feel like giving my whole spiel.
You got Wolf over
But-
there, and then our
Yeah.
lovely guest.
Lorty.
Yeah,
Or-
you got this guy.
Funny story. I've been trying to get him on since was it May?
Yeah, dude. It was a long time. It's been like 3, maybe 4 months, dude. It's been a long journey.
So
May 24th.
this
That's my
guy,
first.
he's been waiting in line. He's been wanting to come on the show. Now he's got his chance in the next
Yeah.
season of the Fancast.
I don't know if
Because
we can call it a next season. We just didn't
It's-
find time to get it done.
you know what? There's always that unreleased episode that just never got released, but we're not going to talk about it. So,
Hashtag
Shh, that never
Intel.
happened.
all right.
never happened.
So let's keep the ball rolling. We can't be the Optic Podcast over here roasted.
Oh.
Um,
Oh my god.
I do love how Hex called us out in his vlog that was posted today, and
Well, it was really funny because it was almost perfectly timed because we were gonna start it back up.
yeah,
today.
I love that. No, like this was I want everybody to know this was planned to actually be recorded and posted today, I think. And
Or not
Yeah.
today, but we were gonna record it because today's currently
Yesterday. Yesterday, right?
the
We
30th.
were planned yesterday.
yeah, we
Yeah,
planned
we-
for
we-
yesterday.
and then we could not make it, and so we were just like, okay, let's do tomorrow. We could do it today, so
So
First time in a month. We're all here.
I think it's been more than a month, like a month and a half.
all right,
I don't know.
all right.
Yeah, probably.
So Hex called us out for inconsistency. He's not wrong, but he's also inconsistent. He said it himself. So,
Yeah.
time to announce it. And I think since you can tell by the date this is posted, we're officially moving to Wednesdays, and that's set schedule every Wednesday. I think we're going to try for every Wednesday. Now, is that right, Wolf? Every Wednesday?
We're gonna try.
We're going to try every
Oh,
Wednesday.
so
Go ahead.
is
Sorry.
it official yet that Prod can't really make anymore, or is it just kind of a temporary thing?
So,
until I get-
so I don't think it's super official. I don't think it's in the bag. I just know he said that he's, at the moment, very busy with school.
Is he?
So I think
So-
I think it's safe to say that Prodigy, our lovely, lovely old host,
CS:GO
CS:GO
expert,
god, the god himself of the Optic Reddit. He
Fancast, whatever, same thing.
he has to
He'll be
step-
out of commission for a while.
Yeah, he has to step down for a minute. So I think that's it's awful because he hated me so much, Wolf. He just
Feels bad,
pissed
man.
off
In
some-
chat, please.
put your paw.
Anyway,
Okay.
speak of the devil with CS. Since Major, there's been that kind of whole big dip, just stuff happening. But big thing that happened was Tarek randomly joining Optic, which no one suspected.
All right. I do want to say this. First off, we're skipping over gears, but guess what? We'll make it back around after CS. It's okay, because we're already at CS. But still, Tarek being picked up is one of the most hyped moments I've ever had in a Skype call.
Were you guys in a Skype call when that happened?
I was in a Skype call with Apathy at the time, and
Okay.
dude, it was lit, as the kids say nowadays. It was real lit.
Wait, were you guys doing the 1v1 then? You guys like recording or you're just talking?
No, this was pre that. This was a day before we did that episode, but
Oh no.
it was amazing. I just remember like jumping up and down and freaking the fuck out because oh my god, Optic Gaming just picked up Tarek. I mean, he's literally the best, I think, CS player entertainment-wise to pick up, too. Like, I think he's one of the more entertaining streamers that still plays. He's not like your Dazed or Steel, who's, like, boosted monkeys, but...
honestly, I've watched like pro CS:GO streamers like every now and then, but I've never really like found them entertaining. But I watched a little bit of Tariq, like 5 minutes. You know, pretty nice guy, if I may say so.
Yeah, Derrickson's really cool.
Dude, after seeing his Valve thing, like his Valve video about like him and his family and stuff, I almost teared up. It was just so emotional. Like you could tell that guy wanted to win. He wanted to do well for NA and Turkey. So shout out to my Turkish players. Right? He's
Hey,
Turkish.
He's part
I'm
Turkish.
Turkish.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I'm
you're Turkish?
Yeah, dude, we're related. We're cousins.
Oh shit.
Confirmed.
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 Um,
Related to Tariq.
Hashtag incel.
so I mean, other than that, you had the ESL Pro League matches, which I think we're like 5-5 in right now. Is that right?
No, we're 4-4, I believe. I'll double check that though right now.
No, we're
But
5-5.
oh, we are.
Yeah.
What? Who'd you
We've
play?
lost 5 matches. C9 Liquid, Renegades,
Oh, the
and then
Renegades match. I completely
two
forgot about
0'd
that.
or split with everyone else. So yeah, we're at 5-5 right now.
I mean, that's not a bad score though for who
No, I'll
we've.
take it. I'm happy with it.
We played pretty much the hardest teams off the bat, if I have to say. Other than like Immortals and SK, we played Liquid, C9, and then after that we played Renegades. But like this new Renegades is like either really on or really off from what I've seen.
Because I
So
think we play Splice. Like our next 2 matches are essentially Splice. Ooh, Immortals. That'll be fun.
mhm.
Echo Fox, Selfless,
I mean,
Winter Fox,
these are all
and
teams.
CLG.
These are all teams that we've either beaten or can beat. I think pretty handily. So like
Hmm.
it's now just like whether you want to choke or not, really. So like it's all up to Optic. I mean, other than the Immortals match, it's like ball's in your court now. So like I feel like if we play our best game, we can easily still take top four in ESL Pro League, but I think it's still safe to say that right now there are some crazy things going on with this roster. There's
Hmm.
some very deep rumors going on about what is like official and what is not official. Uh,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you guys want to talk about rumor mill or not, but
What?
I think it's pretty safe to say some of the rumors that are going around.
Oh, with the Stan and Daps thing?
I mean, I wouldn't say anything's confirmed or unconfirmed or whatnot, because there's a lot up in the air. People are saying that, or a very prominent figure, not a very prominent figure, but a prominent figure in the CS:GO scene named DK, who I love.
DK, that's. Oh, okay, that's who you think.
He has really great content, in my opinion. So if you ever get a chance, he's a, I wouldn't call him a downgrade Richard Lewis, but that's pretty much what he is. He
He's pretty good at what he does, so.
Yeah, he reports like pretty good news. He reported though that Stan would be coming back in place of Daps. This all started off when Daps had set out for an E. Was this for the ESL
No, it
League?
was like some cyber power
Oh, the Cyber Power tournament.
thing.
My bad. So they played Team Liquid in the Cyber Power tournament where we went out in semifinals, but you play Team Liquid, you're not gonna win. They're one of the best teams in North America right now. So
Well, I wouldn't say they're unbeatable. Like, I definitely think we've just been this past few weeks. We've kind of been unfortunate with the rosters. Like, we really hadn't had time to see them gel with Tarek, and then you have to bring in Stanford Daps, so that kind of resets the roster and roles. So I mean, we'll see if that ends up being the case where uh, Stan replaces Daps. I don't really mind it, but I do like Daps, so I don't want to see him go.
it's the whole talk of like you're giving up a good amount of in-game league and like leadership almost for more firepower and less in-game league. Stan apparently, according to the great god himself, the Prodigy, Stan is in-game IGL'd for before, and he did okay at it. I mean, I heard he's not Daps level. I think. Would you say like Daps is top 5 or even top 3 in A? IGLs?
I think he's the best in-game leader in NA right now.
Really? You
I
think
don't
he's
know who you
better
put above
than
him.
you even think he's better than Sean right now?
Yes. Like, uh, maybe not the best, but I think he's one of the best. Like, if
So
Sunny was still
so
playing, I think it would be him
you
and
think
him.
it's safe to say top three?
Top three, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would agree.
Um, so I mean, other than the kind of roster change rumors, we do have a pretty large CS event this weekend.
I love it. I love it. We have COD XP and the Northern Arena at Toronto
Hmm.
event, which it houses a bunch of good teams. Like pretty much every good team in NA plus some.
CLG, C9, Cole, Echo Fox, Immortals, New Luminosity, not old Luminosity. This new Luminosity, I have no idea.
They're the old
Eh,
win-out roster that we beat at
yeah.
MLG Minors. Just to let people know.
Us, Splice, TSM, Selfless, Rogue, Heroic, Winter Fox, Ace, and Synthetic Gaming,
Synthetic.
which is a team I've never heard of.
They're one of the Call of the North teams, which is that means they're like an all Canadian roster or something like that, or predominantly Canadian.
Holy shit, I think we may have the hardest group.
Honestly, if you think about it, we kind of do. At the same time, we don't. I think we've already beaten TSM. I will say it was in the iBuyPower tournament, and they had just picked up relics. But
Uh,
I still say I'm confident against TSM. Echo Fox is 50-50. It depends on whether or not Sean's on point, as well as whether RYX, I think, or Rix. I have no idea how to say his name, shows up to LAN. I heard he's a very inconsistent player, and just overall, like their team is very inconsistent. We face them off first in groups to play the winner of TSM and LG. So
talking about Echo Fox?
yeah, we play Echo
Okay.
Fox first, which is we get the Shazam matchup right off the bat, which I think is amazing.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
So first time on land and we don't even have the Taric roster. This is going to be without Taric and
This
the
is essentially okay, this is the old roster. What am I talking about?
yeah, this is the old roster with Stan.
Hmm.
So I think we can easily take this, especially we know LG's not really that great. I mean, they can show up, but I don't expect that much from them. TSM's our hardest competition, and we've beaten them before. Um, it all comes down to the first match against Echo Fox, in my opinion, and whether or not we show up there.
Yeah.
So if we take the first match, I think we take the group, and if not, I think we can easily take second place in the group. No matter what, I feel like we're qualifying for top 8.
Yeah,
But
we're making playoffs. I'd
but
be genuinely surprised if we don't make playoffs.
yeah, if after that though, it's really hard. I mean, Immortals is at this tournament, and they still look strong. They don't look like they did earlier in the summer, but they still look like a top team.
Hmm.
You got any
C9.
oh yeah, C9, who's just on a roll right now with automatic. That
Yeah.
was a
The only teams I'm genuinely scared of if we were to play them would be TSM, C9, Immortals, and Heroic. Everyone else, it's like, or yeah, those four. Everyone else is like definitely lower than us, or I'm like not even worried about them.
I mean, that's pretty. It's yeah, that's the best way to put it. Like heroics, even Rogue, like Rogue coming from Europe, they have mostly just older players who haven't really shown up in EU. So
Maniac, uh, Cadian, and I don't know anyone else.
Glace,
Tensky,
Tinsky, and HS,
Tensky.
who's he's a Estonian player, so good for him.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think safe to say, we make quarters. Now here's where all the crazy predictions come out. I say we make semis at best. I don't think we're making it to finals. There's too many good teams at this event, or maybe
Mm.
we just get a really good bracket. You
Well,
know?
okay, well, let's play the what teams we think make it out of group. So Immortals, Energy, I'm gonna say us, TSM, C9 Rogue, just because I don't think Complexity or Ace are going to be able to hold a candle to either of them. And then Heroic and Selfless. If we
Nope.
get first seed,
Nope. I have Splice over Selfless easily.
really? Even with a stand-in?
Dude, Selfless, they have a stand-in. They announced their fifth, but I'm pretty sure he's new. In that roster, like, all their best players are gone now.
They don't have a... Well, they have Nifty still. But, I mean,
They,
that's whatever.
they're just a bunch of, I just think, a bunch of thrown together players who are doing their best in NA. I mean, Nifty's pretty
Alright.
good, Mitch is okay, but I'm gonna take Splice over Selfless. But that's just me. Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, so if we're going to look at second place, assuming we get first, I think we can beat Energy. I'm not too worried about them. Rogue, I'm not entirely sure of.
I don't think we should be scared of them.
Selfless, not scared of them either. So we play one of those three. We make semis, and then we'd be playing either against Immortal, C9, or Heroic. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we make semis, and that's it.
It depends though. Like if we play Immortals, I think we can be Immortals. If we don't, and we play Heroic or C9, then we got rough. We got
Yeah.
rough. Wow. It's real
Yeah.
rough. That's the best way to put it. So
I mean, that's pretty much all I can really think of for
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, unless I'm missing something.
You are missing one thing, and that is coming up after this weekend, which is Star Ladder.
Oh yeah, I forgot we qualify for Start Ladder.
Can you wait? Like, isn't that like awesome though? You qualified for Star Ladder.
It was supposed to be in China, and I was so excited about that. And I was like, oh yeah,
I mean,
making it to China.
dude,
Woo!
Kiev, like Ukraine's not bad either, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's still cool.
Like
Um,
after seeing the event though, like somebody posted it, they were like, "Guys, have y'all seen this? Pretty cool."
I can't find the team list for that. Anyway, yeah, definitely excited for that. I think that should be a lot of fun.
I can't wait till groups are announced because there are a lot of good teams here. There's the new Godsent roster, G2, Astralis, Hellraisers, Navi. We get to see Simple, new Nip with Makalele, MV, Heroic, Dignitas. Maybe this is the event we see MV versus Optic. I don't know. That would be interesting.
I'm still really excited for that. I really want to see that.
Oh, by the way, the Kings themselves of Virtus Pro. Because I got shout them out for my boy, the Prodigy, out there listening in the heavens. Because, you know,
I'm excited for that. That'd be cool.
rest in peace.
Holy crap! I didn't realize how many good teams are here.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's not major level, but like
Yeah,
there's
but
some
there's still a lot of
Koreans.
really good teams.
They throw in a Korean and two Chinese teams. They're like, all right.
Tyloo, Vici, MVP. Dig's there. I think Dig will be interesting. BP. Ooh, Hellraiser. Oh no, wait, but Hellraisers doesn't have Oscar anymore.
It's a really weak Hellraisers.
Yeah, G2, new Godsent, Astralis, Navi, new NIP.
Oh,
And
by
then
the way,
Heroic
Envy's
NDS.
using a fill-in.
Oh yeah,
MBK
For-
could not
and-
attend.
they're using a guy named Sixer.
But then again, Daps might not be able to attend this event, so he might be going in with Stan instead.
Yeah.
That's all in the rumor mill. So, I at this event, I don't even think we can speculate since there's not even groups announced. But let's just say, it's looking really hard, but it'll be a great event to watch CS wise. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how Optic does against top talent. But go ahead, Wolf.
So I mean, after that, we kind of have Halo stuff to talk about.
Yo, fam.
I think
Wolf.
before we start Halo, we should talk a little bit about Gears of War.
Yeah, they deserve
Oh yeah,
some
because
respect,
I
Wolf.
just saw the
God,
the topic
man.
list. My bad. My bad.
You're a terrible. Wow. This is why I'm the host now. Put the mic down.
You wanted to be the host. I don't have input on that. I don't really care because I trust you.
Anyway, guys, we
Kind of
have
moving back to Gears of War.
we have a Gears of War team. Oh my god. Let's just talk about the way this was announced on Vision.
The Vision. Oh,
That was
props
cool.
to
That
Hitch,
was,
dude.
that was really well done.
Dude, all right. I think we gave shit to Hitch a lot on this podcast. We always
Was it here though? I never remember giving him like, oh yeah, Vision sucks or whatever. Oh no, I remember complaining about CS for a while.
Yeah,
But that was
we
not
gave him
here.
the whole, you know, Why didn't you go to the major? Come on, Hitch.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
1 to 2
yeah.
days. You fucking.
I think to one of them he actually sent Aaron or Optic Create. Either that he sent him to CS:GO one or Halo one. I don't remember which
It,
one though.
it was it was the CS no the Halo one because that was when they went to
Relegations.
yeah no the qualifier right.
No, it was relegations.
Oh, okay, you're right then. My bad.
Oh, but yeah, I
Oh
think the announcement through Vision was really cool.
yeah. I think great job by them. I want to show so much love for this team though. Like this team, can we just talk about how motivated these guys are just to be on Optic? Like they're just like
Yeah, I really like the guys. I think the guys are really cool. I think Ashes in particular is really cool. I
Yeah,
really
dude.
like Explosive Stream.
No,
Um,
Ashes, dude. He's really active on the subreddit, dude.
which
Been
is
pretty active,
rare,
and
which is
he's really
really
like he's
rare.
really hyped about it, dude. Like being on Optic. I like
I
how
have
hyped he is.
so about that. There was a comment I think a couple days afterwards that I didn't know how to word my response to properly. I didn't even want to put it out there because I was just like, I don't want to start a riot because there's no need to. But I thought I'd kind of briefly share it here.
Go ahead.
Just say it, leave it. So this guy in particular was like, he was applauding Hex, and he's like, oh, Hex is a brilliant owner, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. Hex is one of the people I respect most.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
I mean, definitely.
I feel like this team got picked up because the opportunity fell into their lap instead of it being pursued, unless I'm completely wrong. Which if
No,
I'm wrong,
I
I'm
I
wrong.
hate
Uh,
Wolf.
I'm
I
All's fair.
hate to tell you, but I have the inside information
Oh,
from
do you now?
enemy owner himself,
Who,
hashtag
Chachi?
intel. Intel.
Clerky.
Oh, Clerky, not Chachi.
Yeah, Clerky gave me the info. I talked to him. I was like, "How good is this team?" He says, "Best in the game." I
Spicy.
say, "Do we see a fucking top tier team?" He's like, "Best game ever team." I say,
Basically, he's saying we're seeing the opposite of Optic Halo.
yo, we're
That's
seeing
not hard though.
Optic COD and Optic Gears. But here's the real juicy info. I'll go word for word. Alright, thanks for your reviews. Also, I don't know if you can say, but you said the plan was Optic, but how long was this talked about? He said since the end of June.
So a
Well,
lot of thinking went down.
I'm wrong. I'll
This
gladly
this
admit it.
this was
Fair
planned
enough.
since yo, that's awesome though. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like this has
it's
been in
really cool.
talks since the end of June. Like, you know what? Thinking about it now even too, it's like props to Hex. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty
How do you even
cool.
keep this all like secretly? Like how do you
Well,
not
he kept
get it
Brisk
leaked?
secret for like, was it 4 months?
Oh,
For what? Are you
yo,
talking about the Brisk Mate secret?
dude,
Yeah.
quick off-topic thing. I cannot find Brisk anywhere where I live.
Same.
I don't even know if it's still like at most places. I'm pretty sure it's like limited supply now.
That sucks too. I heard it's okay. Wait, didn't you say you
I
tried it, Wolf?
I tried it a while ago. I wasn't that big a fan. I liked cherry a lot, and I thought mango was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a big mango fan of anything really. I think cherry would have been fine though.
So I'm gonna give like a quick information about why it's not, because I actually saw this on my Optic Reddit a few weeks ago. So basically, since it's owned and by Pepsi, even though Pepsi is like a really big company and they could buy like, shelves in like top stores for like Pepsi or Diet Pepsi, it's a lot harder for them to buy like shelves for like something like Brismate because it's not that big of a thing. So stores don't know if it's going to be something that's going to be like, bought a lot, and they don't know if the stores don't know if they can make like profit from this. So that's why they're not in like a lot of stores, and that's why they're slowly rolling out as other stores see where they're growing from, like how good it is in other areas, then they're gonna start adapting to it.
It's kind of like the whole Coca-Cola Pepsi debate with how Pepsi's more predominantly seen in like northern, areas like Chicago to your New Yorks and everything around there. In the north, you're going to see a lot of Pepsi. When you come down south, you're going to see a lot of Coke. Both like are made in their respective areas as well. Coke is made in Atlanta, and I think Pepsi's made in Chicago as well, which is crazy to me. Um, So that's basically why I think, and that's why we don't see it around us, especially. I'm in south, so is Lordy, so that's why we probably wouldn't see it here either. It's harder to stock shelves in a Coca-Cola based area. So that's just my
Yeah.
thoughts. But back to Gears of War, real quick.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all catch this show match this weekend?
No, I wasn't able to.
Part of it.
Or it wasn't this week, it was this past weekend. So I
Oh
saw
wait, was that the Kenny 1v3 or is that? Or am I thinking of something
Oh,
else?
you're getting there, Wolf. We're getting there. So we
I'm super excited. I mean, I always love watching Optic expand, and like I'll never be against it. So like, even if the next esport he gets into is like, um,
there's no other bad esports to really get into now.
Yeah,
I'm
like
trying to think of just something super small,
Smite.
just like something minute.
no, Smite's
Okay.
pretty big, dude. I mean, I don't know if it's
It,
as entertaining as like
nah,
other esports.
Smite's in a weird spot right now, and I really don't want to get. I don't know. I have some personal vendetta against Smite for whatever reason. I don't even know why. Because they stole Gandhi.
Dude, they did steal Gandhi. Whatever. Gotta leave that.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm super excited for the future. I'm really excited for the land that they keep talking about on the 22nd. I tried watching some of that. What was it called?
Show match?
Escalation.
Oh,
No, there's
the new game
Escalation.
mode. Right?
Escalation or whatever.
Yeah.
Was not a fan of that.
Oh, so
To
you're
be
not
dead
new.
honest.
You're not a new fan of the
I
new game mode?
I I like the idea behind it. I think it's too unnecessarily complex. Like there's too much to it when it doesn't need that much.
Can
'Cause
one
it's
of
like,
you explain this game mode to you people watching and of course me?
all right, well, I'm gonna try my best because
It,
I'll need to like
it's
look at the gameplay. So essentially, what happens is it's like domination,
yeah.
3 capture points, and you limit.
Oh, holy wait,
But if you get a
Wolf,
3 cap,
timeout.
round ends immediately.
Wolf. You there, bud?
Yeah.
You're going really robotic right now. I just thought I'd point that out.
Oh,
Oh, am I
it was
really?
good for me.
Is that on my end then?
Yeah. Still robotic?
Yeah,
You're still good for me at least.
just keep going then. We'll see if it's okay.
You sure? Is it fine?
It should be fine.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll try my best to realize if it's been all funky. Domination, first to a certain score point. I think it's like 210.
That's a
Something
weird
like
number.
that. It's weird. At the end of each round, the losing team gets to place a power weapon of some sort at a certain location, and then I think it's
Really?
like best of 7. It's a weird format. I think
Wait,
it's kind of
so
interesting.
losers get the power weapon choice?
Yeah, losers get to put it somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's cool.
is this the same game mode where like if you capture like all 3 points, you automatically win?
Yeah,
See, like
Oh wow.
it's like such a weird concept. Like it could work.
I think it's a cool concept, but a little bit weird, cause
It's like
like
it's
I don't know.
pushing it is what I feel like.
Mhm.
They're like really trying to push this for some reason. So, it could work out. So I just want to shout all the pairs, all the pairs. Shout out to all of them and our team. Shout
yeah,
out to all those
super.
guys. Lava
It'd be kind of cool
summons,
in the future.
explosive,
We got
ashes.
ashes on.
I've tried talking to him. He said you need to fix your audio first, and he called me out. I was like, all right.
Oh,
Dude.
really?
Yo, are you sure he's talking to us or Optic Hex?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Damn.
I was
Anyway.
wondering how long we were gonna last until there was a shot at that.
We made one at
Uh,
the beginning of the
dude.
show, too.
Yeah,
It was
he
only
shoots at
brief,
us.
though.
We
So-
shoot back.
Yo, two
Oh,
up, two up.
Okay,
Too well, too
Halo. Really not much to talk about. I mean, there's the Heinz pickup.
No. I think that's you're not putting enough context on this, man. We picked up Heinz, dude, and dropped straight sick. I have some words. Shift's about to go on a rant. Let's get right into the news. Heinz gets picked up over straight sick. This is one of the weirdest roster changes I think that could have happened for this team. you have two very underperforming players that are Maniac and APG. I think Maniac's not been on the same form since last year, and in H2A he was a god. I think it's safe to say that, but in this game he's just not the same. I think he can get there eventually, but he's not there right now.
Mm.
APG has been struggling ever since the day of his concussion and car wreck. Before that, he was doing really well in Liquid, but there's a reason he was dropped. It sucks to say all this, but those two are our worst players, I think, at before we got the Heinz pick. And dropping Straight Stick, who was probably one of our better slayers, one of our better communicators, no matter what, like, I love how Maniac had to call out Straight Stick and say he was a bad teammate and like he was never communicating what they thought they should be communicating when
Hmm.
realistically he was always putting in, from what I saw at least, he was always putting in a good amount of communication, always trying to tell the team what his thoughts on how to play the game were, and just none of them agreed. I think Maniac's at best. Uh, they all play slow paced. I think APG's a slower bass player, Ace is a slower bass player, and Maniac's a slower bass player. And that's just, they want to play slower. So they had to
Just
pick. Go ahead.
their other way of play was different. So I guess I don't know. I don't, in the vision, or maybe it was Hex's vlog. Hex had said like something like this was more not a smart decision, not something like a captain would do, but something that a friend would do. That's why you took him out, not like something that would help the team. You did something that would negatively affect the team.
I mean, I don't want to keep bringing up friendship in this because I mean that's always a meme thrown around on the Reddit. So I want to
Yeah,
bring up other reasons to like criticize this pickup rather than just he wants to play with his friends. I think we need to get that out of the way. It's there, all right, people. It's going to be there. If that's how he wants to run his team, that's how it's going to be, and we need to get past it and look at other reasons why this is a wrong pickup,
yeah, because that's not the only reason.
or not a wrong pickup, like a wrong drop. I think
Yeah,
I think Hines is a good player. Like I think we need to put more emphasis on how good of a pickup this is.
yeah.
At towards the middle of the season, I believe, when roster changes were allowed, I think. I'm not too prominent in the Halo scene, so I don't know. Um,
Me
Hines was
neither.
picked up by ALG or Allegiance, and he brought that team up from like a 7th, 8th placed team to like the top 5, top 6 maybe. So they didn't make playoffs, but they also didn't go to eliminations. So
But
I
it just
think
shows that he's a good like just that one guy affected the whole team's placement, so shows that he's good.
he's just a good like he's probably a great player, but he's also a good like probably mentally based player. So, other than that, scrims have been actually going pretty decent compared to what we've usually had to go off of.
Yes, I've definitely saw like their increase in scrims. They're getting into that very serious point. They were in the serious point, now they're in the very, very serious point. Like, guys, we got to get this going. Come on.
Yeah, so it's good to see. I think we got 14 0'd by EG the other day, like a couple days ago, which really sucks. But now we got we've been doing well against MV. We had some good scrims against E6, and most matches were close. We picked up more than just Slayers. I think we picked up a couple strongholds and a CTF or two. So I mean, like, we're not a terrible team anymore. I think like when I think it's still safe to say this team's most likely going to finish anything below top 5. I think they're in the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. I mean, this team's filled with talent, but there's a lot of other teams that are filled with much better talent, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot
So,
more talent.
so it's really hard to consider this team any more than like top 6, 5, or 6th, 7th, or 8th. I mean,
Yeah,
this team
top
is
8.
looking better. Like, if I saw this team play Season 1 Halo, Optic Halo, like, I feel like we do a lot better. I think this new Optic Halo is, I think, probably better than what we had going towards the end of Season 1. I think we're going
Mm.
to come out swinging. We're going to look a lot better than we did last season. I think we'll get more than 1 or 2 games. and we'll just show up better. So, you know, Halo is looking really good. I want to know what are your thoughts on the upcoming season though in general. Like we got a real dominant CLG, and you know all these other teams making swaps to see who can. It reminds me of the old Call of Duty days when you had your complexity at the top, and everybody's trying to make those changes to be the best team to take them out.
Well, I'm someone that doesn't really watch Optic Halo, so I don't really know if I could answer that question. If Wolf was here, he'd be a really great answer to that. But
Yo,
rip Wolf
2016,
for the last
2016.
5-10 minutes.
All
I
right,
don't
all
know
right.
where he is.
It it's whatever. All right, let's just say though, this season's gonna be a great Halo season. Can't wait for it.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say that, you know, you got CLG at the top. It's really hard to say anything but that. E6 and Liquid look really good. Um, LG apparently looks a lot better. EG's coming out with a real different squad, and you got Allegiance coming out with some new stuff. I don't know if I mentioned Envy, but Envy look like gods right now. Like they look like they're CLG beaters. So great to see. We got all this new talent, but it's time to move in to what everybody is talking about. We have COD XE.
Oh yeah, dude. Who isn't talking about this, dude? If you ain't talking about it, what are you doing with your life? Oh, dude, what is it? It's like 2 days away, 1 day away. I don't even know. When this is going up tomorrow.
Uh,
So
no, it starts Thursday, right? So 2 days away.
yeah,
Oh, so
yeah,
when
2 days away.
when
So
this is
1 day after.
posted, yeah, when
Oh
this is posted, there'll be a day away.
yeah. So our first match is against Complexity, 8 p.m. Is that Eastern or I don't even know what time it is actually.
It should be 8 p.m. Eastern.
All right, and then our second game is actually on Friday, which is versus Panda Gaming, and then after that we versus Team LDLC.
Which is
Honestly,
Shane's team.
I haven't even heard of Panda Gaming.
That's
Not gonna-
Nelson Too Quick, um, Fastballa, I think, and another player. So I mean, they have some top AMs on that team. All players who have played at the top level of Call of Duty before. Too Quick placed third at the first Call of Duty champs. Nelson played for 100 Thieves back in the day, back in the first season. I don't know if or the second season, sorry.
100 bots, as people say.
Wow. You need to calm down there with the roast there, Lordy.
I need to do that. I need to drink some water, bro. I'm getting heated right now.
Oh my god. And the third team, uh, who was it? LDLC. Just there. Okay. So, I think our group is pretty solid to take.
Yeah, we got a really easy group. Don't wanna say anything too early, but it's a pretty easy group.
I mean, last year we had an easy group, and we all know how that turned out.
No, let's not talk about that. We got a lot of roasts in this episode. Don't want to roast anymore.
Oh man, so I do want to point out before we get into bracket predictions and all this, we should talk about XP as an event itself. The XP zone is what they're calling it. There's a lot going on. You got the new paintball stuff. You got some zipline stuff. So I think we have a lot of cool ideas for some smooth comps. That could
Oh
be
yeah, maybe. And dude, this honestly, COD XP is a lot more of a fan experience. Like, just zip lines, just zip lines, paintballs. Like that's already top fan experience.
So I think that's pretty amazing. And on
Mhm.
top of all of that, we're going to see some Infinity Ward, not Infinity Ward. What is the game called? I know it's
Infinite
IW.
Warfare.
Infinite Warfare gameplay.
I'm pretty sure it's multiplayer gameplay too, right? If I'm
Uh,
correct.
yeah, I think so.
I don't know. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah. No,
put
you're
my
right.
hopes up,
You're right. So
but I'm not gonna shame the game
yeah,
too early.
it, it's not what we want. It's not boots on the ground. That's why they made Call of Duty 4 for this. So
That's why they're selling a bundle. They gotta sell both games.
so
Uh,
it's gonna be good though. I really have faith that Infinity Ward's gonna come out. They're gonna make a good game, Infinite Warfare. We're gonna see the multiplayer, and everybody's gonna be like, "Hell yeah, bro! We're all gonna play it and enjoy it." Yay! Oh man.
I don't know, dude. What if it was like instead of I know it won't happen, but instead of like Infinite Warfare competitive, it was remastered. Um, COD COD 4 remastered instead, just as competitive instead of Infinite Warfare. Everything would change.
Everybody talks about that though. They're all like, "Why can't we have Call of Duty 4 as our competitive game?" And that's a really good question. But I think it's safe to say it's because Infinity Ward want to sell their main game and not their remastered game. They
Yeah.
want people to buy what is going on the shelves, and that's Infinite Warfare, which sucks. It really does. I mean, I think anybody and everybody would be like, all the pros even, they'd be like, you know what? Let's play Call of Duty 4 and make Scump irrelevant because Scump wasn't really a pro back then, which is crazy to think
Honestly,
about.
if they're not scrimming, they're probably playing that game. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah.
Have you like seen the screenshots of what it's looked like, dude? What
It
it's
just looks
supposed to
like
look like?
really high rendered and like
Yeah,
it just looks a
All
lot
right, sorry
better
about that.
looking.
That took longer than I thought.
it's okay, man.
Okay, since Wolf's back, we've moved on from Halo. We're on COD XP. I saved this for you, buddy. Let's talk predictions.
Wait, did Lordy talk about his experience at Orlando?
Holy shit.
Yo, okay, let's just say, what a time to be there, dude. It was honestly really fun. I met most of the guys. I didn't meet formal, but there's actually UMG Orlando that's happening, so maybe I'll meet him there. If he doesn't switch to Halo, of course. But that's other news. So yeah, I got to meet most of the guys. I met Optic J, dude. What a nice guy, dude. And I was actually in his vlog, which is pretty hype. What else? They all got to sign my book, and honestly, they're really nice guys. They're a lot taller in person. Let me just say that. Like, like I wasn't expecting them to be that tall, but they were. And this message to Hex. If you're watching, if you gotten this far, if you haven't cringed enough to stop watching, but you look a lot skinnier in person. Let me tell you that, Hex.
Damn. The camera does make you look fatter. Confirmed on the Optic Fancast. So now, after all of these amazing talks that we've had, it's time to get into the real shit. COD XP boys, predictions. So I don't know if y'all want to go group by group, or if y'all just want to go straight into bracket play, or what y'all want to do, because we're doing the whole thing. We have to. I think it's too big of an event. This is literally the major, major for Call of Duty.
Yes, dude, definitely.
So what y'all want to do?
Groups.
Y'all want to do groups?
Let's just start with groups and then who we think is going to be like finals or something like that.
No. I think we should go all the way, man. Come on. It's COD XP. It's COD
Okay,
XP.
let me pull up the bracket thing so I know what I'm doing.
All right. So you want me to start getting into groups while you're doing that?
Oh gosh.
Sure.
If you could link me the bracket once you got it, I would appreciate.
Well, have you done the bracket?
You want
prediction thing?
actually? Do you want me to link you the groups real quick so you can get a thing for the groups?
Yeah, that would be nice.
So while we're doing all this behind the scenes crap, let me just mention first in Group A we got Splice, Millennium, E United, and Black Forest Games. 3 out of these 4 teams are EU. So
No. Two are. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. You know what, Shift? You actually do know your shit. I'll shut the fuck up now. Thank you. So,
Ow! I'm hurt.
somebody has to be mean, all right? You know
Yeah, we
what?
don't have.
I
We don't have
used to
Scott
be the
anymore.
punching bag, Wolf. You don't understand. So,
All right.
can I go?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right. So, Millennium's coming in strong until today. It was announced Swanee cannot attend for whatever reason. I think it's personal and it's very disclosed information. Nobody needs to know. But instead, Miracles will take his place, leaving the roster with Miracles, Mad Cat, Jerd, and what?
Not Swanee, man. Come on.
Miracles. He's filling in.
Yeah. I missed a player though, cause I'm not smart.
Tommy?
Tommy, that guy, Tommy. So Tommy's on the roster, and this is gonna be really hard to predict now because without Swanee, I think this team actually gets worse, especially after their poor performances at recent events. I mean, they did win both seasons, but they don't look like the strongest team in Europe, in my opinion.
All right.
Especially without Swanee. So I'm changing what I originally thought from Millennium making it out of groups, and I'm gonna switch it to EU United coming out second and Splice coming out in first.
Interesting.
I don't think I think there's a chance. Wait. Let me think about this some more. I mean, let me hear your thoughts as well because I think this changes a lot in my opinion. Miracles, I don't know if he runs the AR for
I don't.
ever
I don't know his role
has.
that well.
I've always known he's been more of an aggressive player, and he's always played, like I said, aggressive. So with that team,
Yeah.
it could work. So we'll definitely see, but I don't know. A very quick change up. They'll probably have zero to little time to scrim. I think.
Actually, okay. Without getting too in depth, let's just run through all the groups and then we can kind of do like spotlight things.
You're right. You're right.
So A, I'm saying Millennium Splice.
You know
On
what?
that
Just
order.
for the sake of staying together, Millennium Splice. I think EU United's talented, but they're not good enough. Go. Group B.
Who's talking group? All right, I'll talk group B. All right, so with group B, we got Rise Nation, Hyper Games, Supremacy, Apotheon Esports. I'm pretty sure Rise is gonna finish first in this. Definitely first. What do you guys? Who do you think's gonna finish second in your guys' opinion?
People kept saying
Hyper Games.
Apotheon, but I really want to say Hyper Games too. I think you can't underestimate these EU squads. So I think it's safe to say Rise and then Hyper.
All right, so who's gonna talk about Group C?
I'll take Group C. We got Luminosity coming in strong after a great finish at Anaheim. Mind Freak, top talent coming out of
You mean Orlando?
They did okay.
Yeah, they were decent.
They have potential. I'll say that. They have a lot of potential to be a really top team. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
You can't see these guys placing out of top one. They have two A and Z teams in their pool with Fab Games, they're okay, but they're not great. I'm gonna call Shocker and just say Luminosity at top, Mind Freak on second because Mind Freak I think is the best A and Z team.
Yeah, that's pretty. I agree with that.
Normal. D, I'm pretty sure I just said Renegades Allegiance, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Renegades Epsilon.
So a lot of people are saying the opposite with Team Allegiance and Epsilon. They're saying that Renegades might go out in groups. I mean, I could see it actually. They don't look top talent, but
I don't want to see it, but I could see it.
It's just whether Chino and Killer are going off, in my opinion. But
Chino, my home state.
Sheen. So I'm gonna stick with the two NA teams though, Renegades and Team Allegiance.
All right. So group
he's the most interesting.
Yeah,
he's one of the most interesting groups.
You got three NA teams, one EU. Giants is they're meh. They're Spanish, right? So you got your
Yeah, Giants is
Spaniards.
pretty mad, but you have Tohor, and Tohor's really good.
True.
Or he was really good. I don't know how good he is anymore.
I heard he's still okay. And then you have Most Wanted coming in, and that's they were a recent pickup. Oh no, yeah, that's Methods, BLFire, TCM, and Twist. That is the old Corn roster.
Hmm.
So I mean, that team can do damage. Like these
Yeah.
are veteran players. I mean, you still have Elevate and Phase, but I mean, I could see Phase going out actually. As much as
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe.
get a lot of criticism, it's like
Actually, I might agree with you on that one. I think Elevate Most Wanted are gonna make it out.
you really think
Yeah, I'm
that?
gonna have
And I'm
to
not biased, I
also
swear.
agree, dude.
You know what?
100% not biased. This is a completely unbiased opinion.
This is not sponsored. I am not getting paid to say this.
Playster is gonna fall off the map for the loss. Most Wanted coming out second, Elevate coming out first in groups. Group F.
Yep.
You got Team
Beth,
Infused.
Infused TK. There's
Yeah.
like no other way.
Are you serious?
That's just simple.
What about
Infused TK.
lethal? What about Lethal Gaming, bro? What
No,
about
absolutely
Yo, what's lethal gaming, bro? Come on.
They're nobodies. So I
Great
think it's
Spook, BZ,
Talking about
Juju.
Infuse real quick. I'm pretty sure it was their coach. The guy was a really nice guy. His accent, pretty nice.
Is a pretty solid accent.
so.
Anyway,
Wait, who you have
Group
coming out on
G.
top though of Group F? Sorry, Team Infused.
Yeah, probably.
Infused TK.
hmm
Infused out first.
Group G.
Group G, pretty
C9
nice.
Envy, that order. Calling it now.
C9
Envy?
Envy.
Actually, no, wait, we might get screwed if that
No,
happens. No. Envy
dude.
C9 just for the sake of my bracket.
I think
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
I
say
I think it's
NBC9
easy.
definitely.
so I want C9 to do well.
People are underestimating the power of Pat, so I think Pat's going to do super well this event. And
At
Envy,
champs buff,
I
100%.
can't wait till I show everybody or tell everybody my Envy thoughts. Anyway, Group H, our
Ooh,
group,
I'm
Optic
excited for
Gaming's
that.
group.
Of course, we already know who's first.
It's without a doubt.
LDC.
LDLC.
Yo,
Oh, wait, you see
shit,
the gamers
let me-
article? Is that what you're talking about?
Let me list it off right here, yo. Fucking Shane's gonna come out, give everybody the big dick. They're just gonna take the group. You know, you gotta believe in the Lightning Panda's dream, all right?
Miss Lightning Panthers.
Shane is gonna do it. So, Optics
Uh,
taking first, I think without a doubt. They're the best
And
team,
Cole.
one of the best teams in the game, and I'm gonna go with the shocker and say Panda takes out Cole.
Ooh, interesting. Wait, no. Complexities, where are they?
That's
Complexities,
Parasite.
Havoc Llama, Parasite, Swarly, they're good.
They can be good, but then again, Panda's veteran players too, and Nelson, and that kid Nelson, dude, he'll scream. He will scream. So,
Nelson, Priest, Fastball, and Too Quick. I know two of those names.
all right. So with all jokes aside, I think it's safe to say Cole and
So, I think if I'm right here, the bracket is pretty much. Wait, do you want to go full bracket, or you just want to say who our
just
top four is?
point out key matches is what I would do.
So how my bracket ended up going, I don't think it's exactly how I went. My predictions here. Rise Splice round one. I think that should be really fun. I had Rise winning. We have Renegades Mind Freak. Renegades wins. Infused Phase. I had Infused winning just because. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
No,
Optic C9.
no.
I had Optic winning.
I think Infuse actually would take that though. They're just
Yeah, probably.
they're
Yeah, Marky
really
B seems just like-
underestimated.
He seems like I don't know. I really want to see Marky B do well. He's a really nice guy.
So
Pretty much how it goes for me is on the other side of the bracket. All you need to know is NV takes it against Luminosity in semis, and then they come back in round. They come back in the grand finals, and Optic takes it. But I don't want to jinx, so if I jinx it, I'm sorry.
yeah, no. Let me tell you how all this happens, and it's going to be amazing. Envy makes it to semis without a doubt. Lose to LG, and they go
Ooh.
into what's it called?
Losers bracket?
And they lose out as soon as they go in, and they're not going to do
Ooh.
the MV Dream because guess what? I think this team's overrated. I think John's going to crash
Ooh.
and burn. I think Apathy is still one of the best players in the game, other than anybody on Optic, and Saints. And I think J-Cap doesn't deserve another championship. I think he's also
Ooh.
overrated. And I think, without a doubt, that Slasher can suck my left nut. He's not one of the top 3 ARs in the game, and he can sit his pretty little
Okay,
ass
who's your top
down.
3 ARs? Who are your top 3 ARs then?
Formal, Octane, and whenever Pat Price runs an AR. There you go. So,
Okay.
obviously no bias
okay.
here. Obviously no bias. Fuck you, Hastro. And so can't
You're
wait
still
to see.
salty about that thing from like months ago.
So I can't wait to see LG come out and face Optic in the winners finals, only to lose sadly because my boy Study just couldn't go off hard enough. They're going to play Splice actually in the losers bracket finals. Is that what they're called? I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, losers bracket finals. After that, they're going to beat them. No, they're going to lose. Splice is going to play Optic in the finals and get 3-0 swept. Sweet. And we're going to see.
All right.
We're going to see a EU team in the
I don't
finals.
know.
Everybody's going to be surprised.
I know.
I didn't pick this in my actual bracket. I picked MV to go all the way, and just to lose
Interesting.
status.
If
I like
the
this.
finals is Optic versus Luminosity, I don't think it's gonna be 3-0. I think it might be like 3-1 maybe. I don't know though.
If that's like grand finals, then yeah, I think Stay comes out way too hot and takes an SND. But I think in winners finals, Optic will have already gotten really warm and they'll just be still like super nasty. But when it comes down to grand finals, they'll have time. They'll need time to warm up. So I think losing a map in that isn't completely out of the realm.
Yeah, definitely mid. It's like a warm up map.
So
for
I
them.
just want everybody to list their top 3 real quick, and then we'll move on. So let's start off with you, Wolf, if you're still here, bud.
Oh yeah, sorry. What were you asking?
Top 3 teams at
Top
COD
3?
XP.
Optic Envy Rise.
That's really safe. That's so safe. But okay.
Okay, you want me to go ballsy? All right, let's play this game.
Oh, you want me?
Game.
Yo,
me a second.
Ballsy, Mind Freak, let's see, Ground Zero, Panda.
Ground
I like it.
Zero's actually
Okay.
not.
Here's my not so safe top 3. Elevate Infused Optic. No particular order.
All right.
My safe top 3 is obviously going to be Optic first, MV second. Third place is actually going to be LG.
Damn,
my like weird bracket is Switch, LG, and Envy, and Envy loses out super early, and Splice goes into third.
Splice?
I think Splice's super weakness right now is LG. If they didn't have to play LG, I bet they could make it to finals.
All right. So my soft one, whoa, my safe one, definitely Optic up top, LG second, and Envious third. My
Whoa.
not so safe, probably Optic, up top, of course. I'm gonna put Team Infuse there. Actually, never mind. Never mind. If I put Team Infuse, Optic won't be there. I'm put Rise. They were turning up a few tournaments ago. Maybe they could turn up this tournament again. And who could I put? I don't know who else to put. We'll put Elevate, just to be YOLO.
So, and then I know I said that was it, but let's wrap it up with Call of Duty with one last thing. If OG doesn't take champs, who do you want to
Nope,
see?
don't even talk about it. Nope, we're not playing this game. Nope, stop.
Who
Nope, stop right there.
takes
Nope.
champs if Optic doesn't? I think we
Okay.
have to mention
No.
this.
We're gonna play a different game. Optic magically can't make it to champs because something up with the flight and has to be replaced last minute by a team of casters.
Forget Sarah Marshall.
Oh,
Or no, what is it?
Courage definitely has got to be on the team.
Who wins champs? Rise.
Rise? I don't know. I was probably thinking either Envious or LG.
You guys are
Nah,
really
I'm going Rise.
I say Luminosity. I say Nameless doesn't become aimless, and
You know what would be really cool? You know who'd be really cool to see win?
Splice.
Infused.
Or
Oh yeah,
an
that would
EU
be.
team. Like, honest to God, if Optic wasn't competing, I would root for any of the EU teams.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think
would be. It would be a real nice change up.
I think once Optic Gaming's COD team goes into Halo because Hex decides he wants to win it 2 games finally, he'll this is all joking, of course. Please don't ban me ever. I think I would love to see an EU team win champs or just win an event with NA teams. I think they really they're stepping it up this year. This is the best EU has ever been in like a long
Yeah.
time since like Black Ops 2 maybe, and back when Epsilon looked really good against Impact. But other than that, like we've yet to see like a team from EU do super well, and I think this is the event. I think top 3 or even top 4 is like meant for an EU team.
Maybe
So
top 5. They'll go to balls.
even like I think Millennium can turn up. Like they can definitely like come out of nowhere with miracles and just do super well. But it'll be a shocker if it happens. I mean, think about it like this: you have Mad Cat and Miracles on the same team. That's like 2 really good sub slayers from back in the day. I have no idea what Miracles does now, but if they're both still the same, they can do damage. So, and Jared, dude, like so many good possibilities. But that's it.
Right.
I think that's wrapping up Call of Duty. So, you guys want to go into a little bit of your thoughts on the podcast being
I feel like everything that's been said is beaten into the ground, and then like the only thing I was pissed off about was X's kind of initial reaction was like, "Oh, so you guys rather have no podcast than one that sucks? Gotcha,"
Yeah,
or
that
something like
kind of
that.
that kind of pissed me off too.
I was
it,
just
it
like,
was
"That's the
it,
wrong way about going about this." But then he was like, "No, I'm gonna fix the audio," but I don't listen to the podcast, so I don't know if the audio is better.
No,
it,
dude,
it
honestly,
it's okay.
it's unlistenable, kind
Every
of for me.
everybody was
But
fine for me except for Castro, I think his name is. He just didn't talk
dude,
into
it's
his mic.
always that third person. Like last podcast, it was Big Timer was sitting there, and you could barely hear him too. Something with that, but apparently they fixed it. It's apparently on the go now too.
They're
So
doing
we
it.
have to
They're
see
doing it
next
at COD
week.
Champs. So
Yeah,
I think nobody ever hated the podcast. I think it's one of our other than Vision, it's like pretty much the second most loved. I mean, I hate to give Smooth Comp a lot of shit, but Smooth Comp
Smooth
just
comp's fine.
it's
it's
okay.
Smooth Comp's okay. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It's not amazing. It's not good. I just feel like it's forced advertising,
Yeah,
which I mean,
I did like this most recent episode though. That was the first one I had watched in a long time.
is that the one with the CS team too, or the CS
Well,
players?
Russian Mixwell,
Yeah.
Rushwell.
Oh, it was the what is it, the foosball one?
Yeah,
It
that
looked
was fun.
interesting.
It was the ball shots. You guys saw those? Like 11
I
minutes and
watched like a
14
little
minutes.
bit of it, so I didn't watch
Nah,
the whole thing.
definitely. If you want to go back to it, you go to 11 minutes. Set is it? I don't know. Someone gets hits in the balls,
It was
and then in
Maniac.
14,
I remember
and
it
then
was.
Scump gets hit in the balls, dude. It's hilarious.
So I mean,
Sounds
smooth
funny.
comps aren't awful. It's just you have so much other good content with Vision and the podcast. So it's just it has to be third. So I
That's-
think
It's good editing though. Like shout out to
yeah.
Optic Fancast, dude.
dude,
He's a good editor, dude.
Create does so well with those.
Mhm.
A lot of people give them shit for camera angles and all that. I think camera
But
angles
there's
are fine.
only so many things you could do with camera angles,
Yeah.
especially maybe if they had like GoPros attached to the thing. I don't know.
Actually, that's a really good idea. So I mean, that's something they could do possibly. We could see in the future is GoPros on the player's head, giving that POV shot. But it's up to the guys and how much they want to edit and how what can go good or what goes good by Risk and Pepsi. What they okay.
hmm
I mean,
Apparently, like 2 episodes or something weren't shown because something wasn't accepted. And going back to the topic of the GoPro, and the go-kart one that's supposed to come out next week, or maybe I don't even know. Yeah, next week. Mike's got a GoPro on it. He brought his motorcycle helmet, so we're gonna get a first person, at least one from the GoPro one.
see, that's such a good idea. So.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth comps rounded out. I think I want to hear y'all's last opinions on Vision's final season. What do y'all think about final season?
I like
final
season 2 of
episode?
Vision a lot more.
A lot of improvements.
So many improvements.
I will say this though, I am so glad the CS segment went away from every week being X plus one talking about They just gotta grind it out, and they'll be a top NA team. Like
Mhm.
That was a lot.
I just
That was just
I got so angry when that was the segment every week. I was just like, because I started playing a game. I started playing like a betting game with friends. I was like, all right, who's gonna be the guest with him this week?
it's just like that's so sad too, like that they had to do that for so long. And they said they tried getting interviews though. That's what Hitch said. He was like, I tried getting interviews and stuff from the CS players. They're just always busy. So it's
I
like,
think once they all move into the house, we'll see a lot more
well,
interviews.
we already see it now. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we already see a lot of talk from Rush and Mixwell. So like, once Tarek's in, hopefully he'll open up. It now. I hope Tarek stays for a bit. You know, knowing him, he's a real family guy. So, you know, whatever. But you know, I think the all of the Optic Nation content has been great. You know, a lot of people give Smooth Comp shit. A lot of people give the podcast shit. I think we need to realize, you know, I'm not going to just throw out the basic like be grateful for what we have, but like the podcast is still good. They just have a minor issue that can be fixed, and I think Hex recognizes that now. Smooth Comp is Smooth Comp. It's a very broad advertisement. I think nobody's denying that. So like, just enjoy it for what it is,
It's
and,
every intro.
and
Prismate.
yeah. And Vision is just some godly creation that Hitch is working to make a masterpiece, I think. So, season 3 is going to be amazing. Can't wait. So,
Definitely.
it's safe to say we're at the end of the show. Um I think we have a wrap-up question, but I really want to thank y'all for being on the show today. You know,
Yeah, I'm
coming
excited
back
to get
out.
back into this. I'm excited for next week because
Honestly, it was really fun. What is it, like 4 months of preparation for this one episode? For me, at least. Pretty fun.
And I want to say this is a very good warm-up episode, you know, getting us back into the smooth of things. It was a really rough podcast in my opinion, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And we're going to
yeah, I
wrap.
mean,
Okay, what?
a
Eh?
new host setup, new kind of everything. But I'm excited for the future, and I'm excited to get back into this.
So
Hey,
So
the more we
thanks,
grind,
thanks
the
Shift
top,
for
we will get to the top. NA.
thanks
yeah,
for
uh,
thanks to Shift for finally being like, hey, Wolf, get your shit in gear.
you just it was every week I had to remind you like, hey man, you know the podcast is waiting for you, pal. It's right here.
The mic is ready.
The mic is ready. So if it wouldn't be the Optic Fancast without something controversial, so I had to make sure the wrap up question was very
Oh God.
controversial, and I'll read exactly what I wrote. Wrap up with the ending question of what keeps Hex from being one of, if not already, a top owner in esports compared to legends like C9 Jack, Reginald, and Liquid 112. So I picked these 3 owners because one, they've invested properly
Okay,
into other
I don't think
esports.
you can include Steve up there anymore. Liquid 112.
He's made some really dumb investments in League, but he's other than that, he's made some really smart investments elsewhere. It's hard not to deny
Okay,
that.
I'm just gonna keep it to Jack and Reggie.
All right.
He doesn't seem to be as willing to take risks, and I can't blame him for that. You know, he wants to have a profitable business. But there's an interview with Jack from a while ago where he said the one thing he wishes he could have done when he had started out in esports was take more risks. Because you look at C9 pretty much up until they get the CS:GO team, expansion's like nothing. They had the league team, pick up the CS:GO team, and then they just kind of explode. Right?
That's when like they after that they went and got Mango for Smash. After that they went and got they're often on in Smite, and most of the time whenever they're in Smite they have one of the best teams, and even though that's like a weird game, they dominated that scene for whenever they were in it. Um what's another? I can't think of anything on the spot right now. I think they have a couple Hearthstone players.
Hearthstone.
They used to have a Heroes of the Storm team that was like one of the best in the whole game until recently when China and Korea became gods because they're China and Korea. So like, you know, Jack does a good job of, you know, picking where and like taking those good risks. So like that's something you can take away from Hex. And one thing that I really respect about Reginald is he's actually a lot like Hex if you think about it.
Mhm.
He stays close to his main, like where he came from, which is League, and he's always
In
by
Hex
their
case is
side.
COD.
Yeah, in Hex's case, that's COD. But you know, Reginald, I think knows when to back up and like take his business elsewhere. And like, I know Reginald has like a lot of money to spend with that though, like, cause as much as we want to deny, and like after hearing about all the speculation from, the league subreddit and what he said, with it in an interview a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
I think it's still safe to say that Reginald, like C9 and TSM, are like one of the most profitable organizations in esports at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
I I don't like Reggie. I respect him a lot.
yo, you gotta love
Um,
Reggie. What a god. God, the voice
I
crack.
love I love Jack and I love C9.
Of course you do. Fucking C9 kid.
I love Hex.
I mean, who doesn't love
Um,
X?
I think he is one of the nicest owners, and I think he's one of the greatest owners. Like, if you're a player,
Dude, he know and like I think it goes unnoticed that C9, TSM, and Liquid, they try to market their players and they do a good job. But
for the most part,
I don't think anybody compares to what Hex does with players. Like,
yeah.
he turns
Well, I mean,
them
you
into
also have to compare how many
brands.
players each brand has.
I understand that, but like think about like how he like turns any player he like gets into a brand. He turned Bose into a brand. He turned Krim into a brand. I mean, Krim was already becoming his own little brand at the time,
Muddy B,
but then like he made Krim explode. Like, I think
Crimbach.
I think he really does have a golden touch with players, and that's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
super unrecognized, or it's not
What
unrecognized,
what
but like it's just not talked about enough. So
what Hex does? He builds characters. Like he grabs good people and then he makes something of them for why. Like the reason these players are so liked is because of Hex. Like Hex pushes them to be who they are. Like bring the person they're hiding inside out of them, so more people know about them, and that's why. Honestly, all the players I love so much because everyone knows who they are, like who they, their funniness and even though that's not a word, but I think you guys get what I mean.
no, of course I get what you mean. It's like think about this. I don't think anybody knew Crim6 was like a super nerd who like loved anime for some reason. He's like really into what's it called? Um, Jesus Christ, I'm not weeaboo enough right now.
Weeaboo.
Yeah. I forget the name right now, but got Goku, man. Like, why can't Dragon Ball Z? God, I'm a retard. Really into Dragon Ball Z. So,
I,
like, I don't think anybody would have thought of that.
I think that's kind of it. I mean,
Dude, that's a wrap. I want to thank y'all all for listening to this. I want to call, and if Hex is if he's still watching this cringe comp,
if he sees it's back on,
I want to challenge him if he's made it this far to if we are able to post every week, I want him to continue to post every week. And whoever messes up
Ooh.
first, this is a challenge. Whoever messes up first gets called out and has to make an
Yo,
they
we
have
better
to
mess up first, dude. We get called
no,
out.
get this.
Boosting me.
Whoever loses has to make an AMA on Reddit and answer every question for that whole day. So basically, guys,
But wait,
we're getting a free AMA.
he's
out
the
of this.
he's the only one. He's the only one with anyone to. He's the only one with anything to lose.
Yeah,
That happens.
that's
Exactly.
yo.
Nobody
If we
Anyway.
mess up,
We'll see you guys next week after champs and Northern Arena. And
After all the greatness that is the Optic Fancast. Now everybody play the music. Da, 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 da.
Hitch,
all right. Anyway.
hit him with the music.